Hey guys, it's Ashley and welcome to another one of my Pretty Little Liar recaps. So tonight's episode was called The Remains of A Season 3 Episode 6, and I have another poster behind me, like this one right here. Right there, it's a new one. It was on my door but I moved it so I would be able to show like the three posters, and then I have like a right there a rainbow crayon art melt project thing that I did on the weekend, and I have another one on the wall that you can't see. But I'm gonna stop talking and get on with the recap. And also I'm filming with my webcam, so maybe that's why it's not in as good quality, because my camera's about to die soon. And intro starts now. So a lot happened in this episode. I'm a bit confused even. Like usually a lot of people are like confused, but usually like me, I'm hardly ever get confused because I'm usually, I guess, I don't know, I pay attention I guess a lot to the show. But this episode really confused me, I guess, like with all of the different plots going around. Yeah, and I hope like people are watching this, but people must be, because I keep getting like 100 something views but I only get like 1 or 2 comments on each video. So please comment, even like a smiley face if you're watching, because I need to know, and I'm gonna stop making these if no one's watching. So yeah. Okay, so first of all, Hannah and Spencer, they have this plan to switch the note. April Rose has the proof that was hidden under Garrett's mom's bracelet, hospital bracelet. So Hannah like forges the signature, like the writing, to something else where the location is of the church, leading a possible A, like maybe Lucas. Like Spencer thinks it's Lucas, but Hannah doesn't think it's Lucas. That's A. So she goes in the hospital room and no one's there, and then she puts the note under the bracelet. And then when she does that, the mom just starts randomly shaking, and then she rushes out there, and then the nurses go in the room because, I don't know, something like happened for some reason. That was really scary. Spencer's dad really creeped me out in this episode. Like, he's just creepy. He like knows something that Spencer, Jason, maybe Jason knows, but he's just really creepy. Like, something about him isn't right. He tells Spencer that the evidence that the police have on Garrett can't be retested. So Spencer, here's Detective Spencer again, trying to find out who this April Rose person is, googling her, looking through the library books, all this kind of stuff. She talks to Jason to help her find who this April Rose person is. Jason tells her it could have been one of the girls he filmed but he never knew the name of, and he also said that Ian could also have been making those videos for someone else, not only for the NAT club, but he also felt like Ian did those videos for someone else. And then it got Spencer thinking like, oh my gosh, maybe it was for Allison or Jenna, or no, it can't be Jenna, it has to be Allison, I guess. I don't know. And he also admits to being in the NAT club and watching the videos. Aria is in Ezra's apartment while he's showering, and she's looking for something, and then she goes to his sock drawer, finds a bunch of cash, tons, like millions, thousands of dollars, like all in cash. Then she hears the shower go off, so she puts back the socks and like makes as if nothing, and then she just leaves, like, okay, I'm gonna leave now. And then she like runs out because 2 or 3 episodes back, Jason wrote that check for like $50,000. Whoever knows anything about Allison's murder, and then cash. Ezra. Later on in the episode, Aria tells him about what she found, and Ezra, he tells her that he sold his car, like this really old car that he was gonna fix up, but he had to sell it. So then afterwards they just kind of lounge around on the couch, watch a TV show or a movie. Ezra, I don't know, I felt like he wasn't telling the whole story. Like, he kind of was looking at the sock drawer like guilty like, so I don't know. I just hope he's not like hiding anything that big from Arya. Like, I don't want them to break up or anything. Also, Hannah still working at the church for those clothes donation, and this guy who's the pastor over there is hitting on Hannah's mom, and Hannah's mom likes him too. But at first she doesn't know he's a pastor. She's making all these jokes about booze and wearing a low-cut dress, and then he tells her that he's a pastor. And yeah, they go to this party, like this church party, and Hannah takes Toby as her date because she told this lie to her mom that Toby was gonna take her. So then Toby ends up going with her. I found it really awkward that Spencer even allowed Toby to go on a date with Hannah to this church party. Toby finds out later that Hannah and Spencer lied to him because Hannah won't tell him exactly why she's there. She's there to see if that A person would show up, but no one really shows up. Holden shows up and he gets to talk with Emily for a bit. Well, he's about to hand her a cupcake. Emily sees like this weird tattoo thing on his wrist. She flashbacks to the time where she was drunk and she was in this cafe and she sees a guy that looks like Holden, but it was kind of blurred out, that had the same tattoo. Grabbed her hand, lead her out of the place, I guess. So I guess Holden was part of Jenna and Lucas, or maybe it was just Jenna and Holden. And then so she asks him about the tattoo and he's like, oh, it's not permanent. He wipes it off and he's kind of like, oh gosh, she knows something's up, and he's like, oh, I gotta go. Jason finally finds out who April Rose is. It's not a person, it's a it. He finds an ad in a phone book, April Rose's Antique. So he drives Spencer to this store, Rose Antiques, and then when they get there, it's like this really creepy old antique store. It reminded me so much of that doll shop that they went to in last season because they had the same vibe, creepy vibe. So they were looking around and then they see this old lady just staring blankly into space, rocking back and forth like the whole time, and that was creeping me out. And then this older guy comes in. Jason tells him that, oh yeah, our friend asked us to pick up something, but we don't know what it is. Spencer looks around and she sees this bracelet hanging on a mannequin. She goes to a flashback where she's in her room with Allison, and Allison has bracelet as an anklet. Allison tells her that, oh, I'm leaving to go out to a party with frat boys and all this. She has a friend that can hook her up with fake IDs. So she's pretty much ditching Spencer. It looks like they're gonna have a sleepover. So she leaves all dressed up, all made up and all that. She won't tell Spencer who gave it to her. She said a special friend. So then they try to buy the bracelet, but guy working there says, oh, there's no tag, you can't buy it. Jason gives him $400 and he takes it. Also, back in the church party, Hannah, she's at the church looking for the A person. Detective Wilden is there and he's like, he has the note that Hannah forged. Did you write this? Do you know anything about this? Like all these questions, like, don't lie to me, Hannah. Hannah's like, I've never seen that note before. And he's like, why are you in this church? She just kind of like walks out. And he's just really creepy detective. Like, I don't like him at all. He's creepy. And then in the end, Mr. Hastings tells Spencer that the police have been looking for the bracelet that Jason Spencer bought. They just didn't tell anyone. They kind of kept it undercover. But they've been looking for that bracelet for the past 2 years, and they found Allison's blood on it and someone else's blood, which wasn't Garrett's. So the case has been dropped. Garrett's no longer guilty. It's someone else's blood on the bracelet. I don't know. Will it be Jason? No, I don't know. Could be. He still has that creepy vibe to him, but I doubt it. Maybe it's Jenna. Maybe it's Melissa. Maybe it's Ian. No, I don't think so. So then Spencer, she runs to her room, breaks down crying because Garrett is no longer guilty of that. So her phone beeps from A, and the message reads, "Hey Spence, I have one more surprise for you. Garrett isn't their killer, A. Their killer? What the heck?" And in the end, A is reading this newspaper about Garrett's case drop. He's circling rooms for rent ads and then calling the number. This episode was crazy, but yeah, I can't wait for next week's episode. It's gonna be epic, and I know I say that a lot. And again, if you're watching, please leave me a comment or something don't just like it. Like, leave me a comment to let me know you're watching, because I will stop doing these recaps if like no one like comments on these things. Or maybe I'll still keep going because they're pretty fun. But yeah, follow me on Twitter if you want, and Tumblr. I'll leave the links down below because I post and tweet a lot of Pretty Little Liar things. So bye guys, peace out, and keep watching Pretty Little Liars.